The recent Trayvon Martin tragedy, where a young black man was gunned down by a Latino neighborhood watch volunteer in Florida, brings to surface the racial tension that exists throughout our nation. This and other stories remind us all that there's a lot of work to do to improve race relations. IDTV was interested in finding out how students here at City College feel about this case and how their experiences have shaped their opinions with racial prejudice in the city by the Bay.
Sanford Police Department. Line is being recorded.
Hey, we've had some break-ins in my neighborhood, and there's a real suspicious guy. It's Retreat View Circle. This guy looks like he's up to no good, or he's on drugs or something. It's raining, and he's just walking around looking about.
Okay, and this guy, is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He looks black.
Did you see what he was wearing?
Yeah, a dark hoodie, like a gray hoodie, and either jeans or sweatpants and white tennis shoes.
Are you following him?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need you to do that.
Okay.
So you think he's yelling help?
Yes.
All right, what is your phone number?
Just there's gunshots.
On February 26, 2012, at 7:16 p.m., Trayvon Martin was murdered by George Zimmerman for being black. Trayvon was wearing a hoodie, carrying a bag of Skittles, and a bottle of green tea. This is racial profiling. Trayvon was only 17 years old. How has his murder affected the students of CCSF and residents of San Francisco?
If we go back to the very beginning of media in this country, from newspapers to magazines, all the way up to radio, TVs, movies, etc., we always see the same thing in terms of these images. If we go all the way back to colonial law, is that black males are always viewed differently than everyone else in the country. Even when there were two people committing the same crime at the same time together. If one was black and one was not black, if one was white, punishment given to the one who was black was disproportionate to the punishment that was given to the white, and always in a very disproportionate negative way.
The dark brown shades of my skin only add color to my tears. Oh, that splash against my hollow bones.
I was coming out of the boxing gym, like after training I was wearing my black sweater over my head. I was pretty tired, so you want to wear a sweater after you train because you don't want to get cold. So I go roll up to a gas station and I'm like trying to buy a drink, but the doors are closed. So I pull at the door and I'm like, oh, I guess they're closed. So I walk away and like a undercover cop car pulls up like behind me and like they pull out their pieces and they come up and they're like, yo, turn around, turn around. And I'm like, talking to me? So I keep walking. They're like, put your hands up and turn around. So then I turn around, he's like, got his gun pointed square at me and he's like, what are you doing here? And then like they like grab me and search my backpack and everything. Like they find some shoes that I was using for training and stuff and like hand wraps and stuff. They're like, you know, this gas station has been robbed 10 times. And I'm like, I don't care. And like, so they just send me home after violating my civil rights.
I think there's racial profiling everywhere, especially San Francisco. We're a very diverse city, but being so diverse, it also increases the stigma of each culture.
Oh, that splash against my hollow bones.
This is what I like about our city, is that we can be who we want to be and don't have to worry about, you know, if we're going to get teased or not. I mean, there's always that small, you know, bit of people that, you know, have issues with certain races or have that, but that's just, you know, that's a lot to do with the media too. You know, media, what we see on TV, what we see on the internet, and just getting like the wrong idea about things.
Southern trees.
When we got inside Best Buy, we split up, and we noticed it right away. I went to the back. First we walked around for a while, then we split up. And when I went to the bathroom, like 4 different people from the 4 different employees followed me to the bathroom. Literally peeked through the bathroom stall, literally. this all happened. And so after this, I told my friend about it. I'm like, dude, they followed me to the bathroom stall. What's going on? So after that, we left. He's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So we got what we were trying to get. We left. We went to Walgreens. We didn't find what we needed to, we went to Rite Aid. We didn't find what we needed to get in Rite Aid, so we went to Walgreens. In Walgreens, the man immediately, me and John, we literally did it on purpose this time. We split. We seen the security guard. The security guard followed me around. My friend was so upset, he started arguing with the man. I didn't have to say anything. He was the one who had to, he was like, why are you following him around? This is the third time it's happened to us today.
Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze.
It's tech time.
Laptops, tablets, cell phones. We all have them and take them with us everywhere we go. At least I do. But this can be a double-edged sword since thefts relating to these devices have been on the rise. Last November in San Francisco alone, there were over 40 reported thefts of these gadgets. Some of these incidents were violent, actually leading to physical harm. Today we have with us Chief of Police for San Francisco City College, Andre Barnes, here to talk to us about this epidemic on the rise and what we need to know. Thank you, Chief Barnes, for joining us today. So what is the CCSF Police Department doing? What is your approach to keeping our campus safe?
Well, first of all, information and awareness. It's important for us to gather information about incidents that are happening on campus, and once we get that information, we have to share that. So we have to share that with our campus community so they know what's going on in addition to us, so that they can take specific actions to keep themselves safe.
Sounds good. Now, how often does it happen? Where does it happen? Is there a specific time of day or night where incidents like these are happening?
Well, for us, they're happening all too frequently, unfortunately, but pretty much they tend to happen kind of early morning to early afternoon here on campuses. And we've been hit in pretty much the same locations kind of year-round, which tend to be our library, which is problematic for us, and our wellness center. Okay.
Now, school is, I guess, the last place anyone would think, oh, someone's going to steal something. As individuals, as students, as members of the community, members of the faculty, what can we do to protect ourselves or prevent things like this from happening to us?
Well, first of all, we do need to understand that while this is a campus of higher learning and you typically wouldn't expect that, but we're a very open campus, meaning not only does our campus community come here, but anyone who's looking to prey on us can also get on campus as well. So we caution people to be aware of their surroundings when they're using items. Don't leave their items unattended for any period of time.
Sounds good. So definitely, keep your things close, don't leave them unattended, but most importantly, be aware of your surroundings. Thank you so much, Chief Barnes, for being with us today. We do appreciate your time. We do appreciate your efforts as well for keeping us safe here on campus. But definitely, everyone, please remember to be aware. With all this talk about being safe in your surroundings, let's just say this will be staying out of sight. Now we have a public service announcement that shows a different side to cell phone usage.
Big news. Hey girl. Oh my god, shut up.
Never guess what I saw.
A peacock!
Every time you pick up this phone, you get zombified. You glaze over. I hacked your phone. So next time you go and ignore somebody, you're gonna hear this.
What the heck?
Are you okay? What? Weird. What are you doing?
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
walking to class?
Heck yeah. Let's go. You gonna answer that?
not important.
It's not important.
Talking on the phone and texting. We all do it. Just remember to use proper text etiquette. Never text and drive. Don't be obnoxious in public. Don't be this guy. Just use common sense on your phone.